Welcome to another episode of Roll Up the Poets. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright? Drink poured for this one, man. What this about, Mr. Roll Up? Hey, look, right? Y'all know I covered the McDonald's massacre, right? Well, now we got a Wendy's wizard out called I Explain Later. Check out the video right now, though. How about that?
New information tonight about a shooting at a Wendy's in southeast Memphis that left one man dead. The store's general manager has been officially charged with first-degree murder in this case.
We've also obtained shocking footage that shows the moment that deadly shot was fired. But we do need to warn you tonight, it is disturbing. Fox 13's Jack Billieu joins us live at Wendy's off of Winchester tonight. That's, in fact, where it all happened. Jack, why exactly did this happen?
Well, Darcy, according to court records, the GM was arguing with one of his female employees. Those records state that she wanted to leave early. Again, I want to warn you, this footage is disturbing, and we've edited out some of the most graphic moments. Cell phone video posted to social media shows the moment the deadly shot was fired. You can hear screaming, then the shooter stands over his fatally wounded victim.
That's the shooter, the general manager from Wendy's. And that little blurred out part, that's the guy that got killed. That's him laying on the ground.
And slaps him in the face. The victim died at the hospital. Memphis police say the shooter is Darrell Bowers, the general manager of the Wendy's. Court documents state Bowers was arguing with a female employee who wanted to leave early. He allegedly threatened to slap her, so she called a friend to pick her up. When that friend arrived, he and Bowers started fighting.
The person that got shot, he ended up swinging on the manager of the store, and the manager pulled out his gun and shot him. Well, he already had his gun in his hands.
The video shows Bowers walking towards the victim, gun in hand, before the victim throws a punch. A split second later, he fires a single shot. Our camera was rolling while Bowers was walked through the parking lot in cuffs.
You see that? His ass went to jail. When you go to jail, that means they have enough evidence on you to convict you. That's why you go to jail.
That's honestly my first time seeing somebody get shot, so it's pretty shaking.
Well, the Wendy's franchise said in a statement it has a zero tolerance policy for weapons at its stores. Bowers
Remember that? Zero tolerance.
is set to be arraigned tomorrow morning. Darcy?
That is Fox 13's Jack Billieu reporting live tonight. Thank you, Jack.
Looney Signs.
All right. Well, I got that. Now, let me get this drink. I know how that go. What we on today, Mr. Roll Up? We on that volley. I know what it is. See the Tito's or the volley. You know what I'm saying? No sugar. If you know, you know. All right, let's get to it, right? So, the Wendy's wizard. Why you call him the Wendy's wizard? He just a fat ass bald head general manager at Wendy's, man. Where do you get this name wizard from? Well, y'all know what a wizard is. A wizard is somebody that has magical powers. What did this manager have? He had Bleaky. That's a magical power. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that motherfucker take lives. You know what I'm saying? That is a magical power. And this guy worked for Wendy's and he pulled his magical power and did damage. You know what I'm saying? This guy ended 2 lives with 1 gun. So yes, he is a wizard. He had a magical power that ended 2 lives in 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? All right, now let's go into it. So let's bag it up. Why did all this happen in the first place? They said what they said, but let me go ahead and give it to y'all in a gangster way. You You know what I'm saying? They gave it to you on a professional level. Now get it in the gangster way. You know what I'm saying? So basically, this manager, you know what I'm saying? This is just going off of what I think, right? I think that this manager, he liked girl, you know what I'm saying? He had a thing for her, whatever. She trying to go home early all the time, you know, because she know dog like him or whatnot, blah, blah, blah. She taking advantage of her position. You know what I'm saying? So she try and go home early on this day or a couple of days, however this shit go. Him and her get to argue. Now look, right, as a general manager, especially for like these fast food places, things like that, you don't have no argument with your crew members. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to follow protocol, guess what? They fired. It's just that damn simple. So for him to be arguing with her about her wanting to go home early, it's not like she did anything wrong or fucked anything up. She want to go home early, and he arguing with her. So this lead me to believe that he like her, or maybe they messed around a couple of times. Whatever happened, they got something going on. You know what I'm saying? So they get to arguing and shit. Because again, it's just so simple. You could have sent her home and fired her, and she wouldn't have had no position. But you argued with her. So that tell me that you had something going on with her, or you felt some type of way about her. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, he arguing with the girl about her wanting to go home early. She have her homeboy come up there. You know what I'm saying? Her friend. The friend get up there. She told him what happened or whatever. He run up on the damn manager. This the general manager. You know what I'm saying? He run up on him, confront him. Hey, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? They going back and forth. The general manager oblique. That wizard. You know what I'm saying? He up that wizard. You feel me? So when he up wizard, bro, still going back and forth with him on some tough man shit. I done told y'all this before. Tough guys finish last all the time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, bro trying to be the tough man. As you can see in the video, he's still going back and forth with this guy. Wow, guy already got bleak up. You know what I'm saying? He's still going back and forth with him. He take a shot at him. Boom. He hit him in his face or whatever he did. The damn GM wizard his ass. You know what I'm saying? Straight equalized him. You know what I'm saying? He lay him out. Next thing you know, the cops show up. The cops lock him up. Lost 2 lives by 1 gun. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, man. So now, the Wendy's wizard is in jail. No bond, pending charges, murder. You know what I'm saying? How about that? And all it is over abroad. A bird that wanted to go home early from Wendy's. This is why I said it's a little deeper than what they saying. Like, they had something going on. You know what I'm saying? Or he was obsessed with her. Either or. You know what I'm saying? For it to go this far. And another thing that I believe is this not the first time that friend then came up there. You know what I'm saying? I believe this is a series of times. You know, just it really went there this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a girl probably didn't threaten the GM with the dude, like, man, you know, I had my mans come up here, whoop, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe this was no first encounter. And that's looking at the video. You know what I'm saying? This not no first encounter. Like, they been feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And like they said at the beginning, with Wendy's statement, is zero tolerance, right? You got to understand something. With these public places like McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Checkers, Rallies, blah, 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 right? These public places, they offer their business to everybody. So you can be anywhere from 0 months all the way to 100 years old. These type of places offer their services to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Some of these places of business have playscapes for the kids. You know what I'm saying? For the kids to climb around in the tunnels and all of that shit and jump down in the the little cube things, whatever the soft cubes or whatever all of that shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like they got playscapes in these places. You know what I'm saying? These are public places for the public. Not only that, they have dining, you know what I'm saying, sections. So you can sit there with your coffee at 8 a.m., before you go ahead and get to work and do what you gotta do. Or it could be 3 p.m. You and the kids can be out and stop up here at this public place, get something to eat, let the kids play in the playscape. You can jump on your laptop, handle your business, whatever. These are public places for the public. So guess what? If you work for a place like this, they might got about 10 rules that you have to follow. And out of them 10 rules, I can guarantee this one is one of them. This might be the first one. No guns at all. No guns. Just what they said in they report. Wendy said zero tolerance. We do not play with guns. So first and foremost, with the manager, why do you have a gun at this place of establishment in the first place? It's a well-known fact you cannot have a gun at this establishment. This is a place for the public. Again, ranging from 0 months to 100 years old. This is for everybody. So you can't have no guns at no place like this. It's not acceptable at all. It's a rule. You can't have no guns there. So what is this general manager doing there with a gun? Well, they is in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? We all know how Memphis coming. So that's understood. But still at the same time, it is a rule. If you sign up for a job, you have to abide by the rules or it's going to be punishment for whatever it is that you're doing that you're not supposed to be doing. So he already out of line as a general manager. His job is always to deflect the situations, not escalate them. You know what I'm saying? You have to work a couple of years and put in hard work and all of that before you can even become a general manager or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he already displayed that he know how to deflate situations. He know how to handle business. He know how to deal with orders. He know how to, communicate with customers, blah, 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 so forth, so on. That's how he got his position. You know what I'm saying? And he know that guns is not acceptable. So no matter how it go, guess what? Wendy's already turned their cheek on him. His file is gone. He don't exist. When the police told Wendy's, hey, we locking this guy up for murder, guess what Wendy said? Okay, go ahead, keep him. We about to send this general manager from this location over here to, manage the store for a minute until we train somebody else to be a general manager. We don't know that guy. Not only that, this general manager did that in the Wendy's parking lot. This is why he went to jail. He did this on the clock in a public setting. He still had his damn Wendy's gear on. You know what I'm saying? You as a general manager, you know you supposed to deflect the situation in any matter, however it goes. The way how he was supposed to handle this right off the rip, he should have been like, oh, you want to go home? Okay, go home. You're fired. You know what I'm saying? And the dog would have came up there tripping on it. All he had to do was tell him, hey, she want to go home early. We have a strict schedule. We don't do that. She's fired. It wouldn't have been nothing bro could have did. He could have been mad all he wanted. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the rules of the game. Dude would have had to deal with it. And if dude wanted to get amp and all that, all they had to do was call the hood. This is a place of business. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what this GM did. He had his gun on him again. Like I said, I can guarantee you this is not the first time that this happened. You know what I'm saying? That's why dog had his blick on him and he was ready. Like, this shit been going on. I can almost guarantee that. I can be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But this coming from a street nigga point of view, especially coming from Memphis. You know, Memphis is the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming from a street nigga point of view. Like they had something going on. You know what I'm saying? And this is why the result happened. You know. But anyway, at the end of the day, the GM, he ruined his life. Now he'll never be a GM nowhere ever again. And now he gonna have to deal with prison jobs. And all of this results to is he simped out over a girl that worked for his establishment that he could have just fired. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said this is deeper than what the fuck is being displayed. It's deeper than that. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So he lost his life and he took a life. Now let's flip the camera. Let's flip it on the guy that got killed. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I don't play with the dead, but we keeping it real. Just to roll up a polo channel. We keep it gangsta over here. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go to his angle. When girl called him and said, "Hey, my manager up here tripping, whoopie woo, come up here. I need you to jump in." Instantly, soon as he got that call, he should have been like, "Why is your manager tripping on you like that?" You know what I'm saying? Y'all got something going on. First of all, like this is your manager. He got one job. He hired and he fired. You know what I'm saying? That's all he got to do. He don't got to flip no burgers. He don't got to teach you to do nothing. He is the general manager. He covers the whole location. You know what I'm saying? He could hire somebody to fire you. He is the GM. You know what I'm saying? Flat out. So you mean to tell me your GM is sitting here arguing back and forth with you? He even threatened to slap you and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to come up there and do something about that. This is what Dawg should have did. With all of that information gathered, when he got there to pick her up, this is what he should have did. He should have jumped out, been a man, walked up on Dawg, "Hey, what's up? Woo, woo, woo." And Dawg could have said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna have to let her go because she always want to go home early. We on a strict schedule, blah, blah, blah." Dawg could have been like, "You know what? All right, cool. Can't do nothing about it. Jump in the car and pull off." You know what I'm saying? That's how it should have happened. You know what I'm saying? As men. That's how it should happen. It should have been communication from the general manager and the victim. You know what I'm saying? There should have been communication. But evidently, that wasn't the case. Because like I said, this been going on. This ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the way how it happened, Dawg jumped out. He ran up on the GM. He got to going back and forth with him. GM up blick. What's up? Dawg still on that tip. Now look, check this out, right? I done told y'all before, I've been shot 7 times. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that shot me, he fired 9 shots at me. 7 of them hit me. You know what I'm saying? And I saved myself, drove myself to the hospital, all type of shit. So I can speak on being shot, because I done been there. I done been shot more times than most of the people you know. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I don't got no health problems, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Nothing wrong with me, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Real gangster. I walk right away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my point is this, right? You playing with a gun. That means that you ready to do something. So for the victim, when he seen the general manager up bleak, he should have bagged up. All right, cool. That's what I would have did. Coming from a guy that been shot 7 times. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, all right, cool, you got it. I would have went and jumped back in the car with girl. I would have looked at her like, hey, look, either you about to quit or you gonna work your schedule. Cause this nigga up bleak, he not playing. And I would have threw that bitch in reverse, got up out of there, threw it in drive, peace out. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Guess what? If girl would have been mad at me, said, "Oh, you ain't no real man," blah blah blah, all of that bullshit, I would have like, yeah, cool. I would have dropped that bitch off, and I wouldn't have had no more talk with her. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. So, with that being said, that just proved to me that Dawg was simping over this broad. You know what I'm saying? The GM was simping over this broad. Both of these guys was simping over this broad, and somebody died in that parking lot. Now, let's flip the camera again. let's say if the guy and the girl waited till the general manager got off work. He got off work and he went home and they followed him to his house. And when they got to his house, dog jumped out on him in front of the crib. They got to arguing. GM ugly smashed. The GM, he would have got away with that. You know what I'm saying? Because not only did they follow him, but they came to his property. You know what I'm saying? That's self-defense. So he would have got away with that. But no, he did this at a public place, the place of business, where everybody is at. Where again, ranging from 0 months to 100 years. If you anywhere in that time frame, if you're alive, you are welcome at this place. You are safe to come to this place. This is a safe place for you. And guess what? This general manager made it unsafe. He ugly and he shot dog right there in the parking lot, broad daylight, in front of everybody. It was broadcasted to somebody who was able to record the whole fucking shoot. And guess what? That GM, he can't deny it. He got to deal with that. It's all on camera. You know what I'm saying? So now he about to get handed this life sentence. He about to sit in prison for the rest of his life. And that guy that he killed is dead and gone. 2 birds with 1 stone. And guess what that girl gonna do? This whole situation that happened in the first place was all surrounding this woman because she wanted to get off early. Guess what she gonna do? She gonna jump on the very next dick, which she already been doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what she gonna do? She gonna clock in to work tomorrow. She gonna say, damn, that was crazy. I told him not to do it. This is what she gonna tell all the coworkers. I told him not to do it. I told him it's all right, let's just go, but he wanted to be extra and he did this. She gonna make herself the victim. When she the one that caused all this shit, she didn't have to say none of that. She knew she was wrong for wanting to go home early, so she should have dealt with it however she had to deal with it. That's why I said it was something going on in-house, in between the GM and that girl and the dude. And this is why the result happened the way that it did. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this GM, he about to get cooked. He done. No more Wendy's wizard for him. He about to be 6 numbers in prison. You know what I'm saying? And somebody gonna get with his ass. Because that's prison life for you. You know what I'm saying? How about that? Ball business. You know what I'm saying? He ball business. And that's exactly why I said this is deeper than what the news put out there. That's why I'm giving it to you from a street nigga point of view. You know what I'm saying? Because the news only gonna tell you so much. But when you a street nigga, them street tactics kick in. Like, nah, y'all was on one. You know what I'm saying? That's why you as a general manager is arguing with a crew member. This is a crew member. You know what I'm saying? That means that this person just got hired in and you just put them on the line. They is wet fish. They come and they go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they quit. Sometimes you got to fire them. However it go, it's a fast-paced job. You know what I'm saying? And you mean to sit up here and tell me you going to argue with her because she want to go home early? A crew member, not a supervisor, not no head boss, not no GM like you, none of that. Not no manager of no sort, none of that. She a crew member. And you mad because she want to go home early? When you could just fire her, you could just replace her, you could have somebody else take some of her hours. You could have played that situation in 5, 6 different ways. You know what I'm saying? But you decided to uplift. Yeah, because you and Dog and her, y'all been had something going on. Y'all been had convos. Y'all been back and forth. Y'all done been seeing each other. Y'all done been here, been there. Y'all all probably know each other. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? While we here, y'all all probably know each other. You know what I'm saying? And this is the end result. It just looked like it was a little Wendy's incident, but it wasn't. This is something internal. You know what I'm saying? This is something they've been on. This ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? This might be new to us, but it ain't new to them. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? And if you could have one of them Wendy's employees snitch, one of them could probably tell you, like, yeah, they been getting into it. Dog been came through the drive-through on the GM a couple of times. He been walked in, the inside and got on the GM. Him and the GM been getting into it. Woo, woo, woo. Girl been saying this and that. The GM been took the girl in the bathroom a couple times, hollering and screaming at her, blah, blah. This been going on. This ain't nothing new. They was messing around, man. You got two birds with one stone. The general manager about to do the rest of his life in prison, and the victim, which he was on some shit too. Like I said, he ended up being a victim. You know what I'm saying? He dead and gone. And guess what that girl gonna do? Like I said, she gonna clock in today, tomorrow, every other day. She on the schedule. She gonna tell everybody at work it was their fault. She was trying to de-escalate it, but they escalated it. You know what I'm saying? She gonna make herself the victim, and she gonna move on with her life. And by tonight, she gonna be sucking and fucking somebody else. She might go to my man's funeral and cry and all of that, blah blah blah, all of this shit. But guess what? She gonna move right on with her life. See, at this point, try to pour it, man. I'm about to hit y'all with a real bar. You feel me? How about that? You know what I'm saying? How about that? Nah, she needs to be charged. You know what I'm saying? After all of this shit unveiled and how everything gonna break down, she need to be charged. Because at the end of the day, all of this was behind her. Now look, I'm not deflecting the guys. Both of them was some goofies, and that's why what happened with them. But she need to be charged as well. She is an accessory to all of this. You know what I'm saying? Actually, she the murder for hire. You know what I'm saying? She the reason why they got into it. You know what I'm saying? Now, in between them, what they did, that's what they did. But she is the one that connected them in the first place. You know what I'm saying? She is the murder for hire. Maybe she probably didn't put it out there exactly like that, like, yeah, come up here and get killed for him or try and kill him. Maybe she didn't play it like that, but at the end of the day, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Somebody died behind it. This guy was supposed to pick her up and take her on. He ended up dying behind her because of what she told him about the damn manager, what they had going on. You know what I'm saying? She need to be charged, bro. She need to be charged, man. If it was men, they wouldn't have had no problem. They would have charged everybody real quickly. But when it comes to women, they always get to skate. It was the men problem. You know what I'm saying? The woman, she innocent. I hate that about the system. You know what I'm saying? I hate that shit. But that's the reality of it. That's why you gotta let a motherfucker have it, especially when they got bled. Let me use myself as an example. I didn't got into it with two guys. You know what I'm saying? Where I was on their head. I'm woofing, bitch. You already know how I take you down. You know how these motherfuckers get woo. You know what I'm saying? On that type of time, 7 mile shit. I'm on all that. You know what I'm saying? The nigga like a little kitten in the corner. Like I don't want no problem. You know what I'm saying? But I'm already on. Bitch, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me. What type of time you on? You know what I'm saying? Dog reaching his drawers, oblique. Like I said, this didn't happen to me twice. Two different occasions, two different reasons, but it was the same fucking way. I was on their ass, you know what I'm saying? In front of people and everything, but I didn't do it because people was around. It was just the way how the shit happened. You know what I'm saying? And I was on the nigga ass, bitch. You already know how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Type of time. You feel me? And dog oblique. You know what I do? I become the bitch in that situation. And you got it. I've been shot 7 times. I can't do another bullet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do another bullet. I took mines. I'm good. You got it. You know what I'm saying? So again, I've been there twice since I've been shot. And I let both of them niggas have it. And guess what? I walked away with my life. Instead of being a tough guy, bitch, fuck you. Woo, woo, woo. Mm-mm. You got it. You got that magical power. You know what I'm saying? You the wizard right about now. I'm not trying to get tricked off these streets. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something else. Just because you got blick on you, that means you can't get killed. Let me use this as an example. I know I'm derailing, but y'all know I corroborate everything. You know what I'm saying? I done told y'all about my man's for like Tone from my hood, right? You know what I'm saying? Now look, right? Tone got killed on that type of time. This is why I'm bringing this up. I'm corroborating all this. You know what I'm saying? For like Tone, he was hanging with the Dope Boys, Payroll, Giovanni, HBK, Big Keys, all of them. You know what I'm saying? He was in the videos. He was even in one of their movies, 211. You know what I'm saying? Tone was blowing up. He was that nigga. Fall like Tone. This my nigga. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no diss. I'm just using this as an example. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he got a big head. He doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this my nigga. This ain't no diss. This my nigga from the heart. You know what I'm saying? This my nigga. You know. Anyway, he went to this club one day on the east side called Mandy's. Everybody know about Mandy's. The parking lot like this big. You could probably fit 6, 7 cars on that parking lot, right? He pull up in the parking lot. He in the Scat Pay Challenger. You know, this was like 2017, 2018. This was one of them Scat Pays. That's when that shit was new. Everything was still hot and all that. You know what I'm saying? This was way back before everybody started getting hip to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was in it. He was doing it. You know, he pulled up in the spot. Another nigga pulled up in the spot like right before him. He hop out the car. He arguing with the nigga about this parking spot. Mind you, only 7 to 8 cars can fit on this lot, and he arguing with the nigga about one of those spots. He arguing with the nigga not going. Tone up blick. What dog do? Took his blick from him, beat his ass, all of that shit. He took the blick from him. He stood over Tone, blew his ass down. Bah, bah, bah. Dead and gone. Tone got killed by his own gun. My point is that it don't matter even if you got blick on you. You can still get killed with that blick on you. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know when to hold and when to fold. You're not gonna win every situation. Sometimes you just gotta say, hey, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. This ain't it. So if I was the victim, when girl called me up there, I would have pulled up, I would have hopped out, all that. I would have just ran up on the GM, all that. I would have did all that. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga, same shit. I would have did the same shit dog did. But this is what I would have did different. When that GM up blick on me, I would have been like, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you the wizard. You know what I'm saying? You got the magical power. You could take me out right now. This not no one-on-one fight. Maybe you could knock me out. I'll be on the ground for a couple minutes or something. I get up, walk home. No, this is a magical power where you could take me out right now. It won't be no more of me. So what I would have did when he up blick, I would have like, you got it. I don't want no smoke. Yeah, I'm a bitch. I'm a hoe. All of that. You got it. I got 2 kids to go home to. I'm a single father to 2 daughters at that. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I got my own life that I want to live. I don't want to end it right here, especially not for no bop. She a bop. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to pick her up. You know what I'm saying? She ain't my girlfriend. She ain't my wife. Nothing. Even if she was, guess what? I'm not about to end my life. You know what I'm saying? So I would have let dog have it. The GM, I would have let him have it. There you go. You right? Calling me a bitch, a hoe, a weak ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to the whip. You know what I'm saying? I go jump in the whip. I'm gonna look at girl. I said this earlier. Hey, baby, either you gonna quit or you gonna do your hours. This nigga upped whole blick on me. I'm not about to get into it with him. He is the wizard. He holds the key to my demise right about now. And guess what? I'm not ready to demise. So you gonna do that. You gonna quit or you gonna do your hours. And the whole ride, the dropping her off, she could be bitching or you a hoe, you weak as hell. When we pull up to her spot, get out my car. Don't call me no more. Don't ask me for shit. None of, I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. You can put me on the internet. You can say whatever you want. Guess what? I'm alive. I ain't in jail. None of that. I'm healthy. I'm me. So you can say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna jeopardize my life. I done been in prison and I done been shot up. You know what I'm saying? So I easily would have deflected that situation. Now the victim, he probably never been through what I've been through. So maybe that was his first time, or he probably never got into some shit like I did or whatever. But for the experience that I got, nah. Soon as that GM would have uplit, I would have bagged down. You got it, homie. Fight over. You won. I'm about to talk to her. I'm about to tell her, hey, either she gonna have to handle this the right way or quit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want no smoke with you. You got it. You ready to crash out. That's why you up blick in the first place. You ready to crash out. I'm not. I'm here trying to defend a friend, but I'm not here to crash out for her. You know what I'm saying? How about that? If I'm gonna crash out, I'm gonna crash out by my own kids. I'm gonna crash out about me. I'm not gonna crash out about a bitch I might be fucking on, or I'm helping her so she can make her check. Man, please. Listen, fellas. It ain't worth your life. Let me derail one more time. I'm gonna give y'all one more example of what I'm talking about. I gave y'all one example with me. Let me give you one example with somebody else. I told y'all this just a few videos ago about the beef. The false beef they got started. That started from the hotel, ended up in the hood, and all of that shit. Well, with that, what I was saying about the guy Dre, that was they main mans from the ops or whatever. They tried some shit with us, and I got right on their ass. I told y'all how Dre got killed. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. He jumped in somebody else's business. You know what I'm saying? Some girl he messing with. She got a nigga that she fuck with. Her and the nigga go back and forth. She come back telling Dre, yeah, this nigga be on this nigga that, woo, woo, woo. Dre decided to show up on that tough man shit. And dog uplit and smoked his ass. You know what I'm saying? Dre dead and gone. All because he was there trying to be on some tough man shit for the girl. You know what I'm saying? He got killed. Like, you dead and gone, bro. You not in the hospital for a coma, none of that. Like, you dead and gone. You pushing up daisies. You know what I'm saying? And I went to his funeral and I looked at him in his casket and I'm like, all that tough man shit. That's all it was. It was tough man shit. Put you right here in his casket. Drink poor, by the way. Y'all see it's almost gone, man. This shit real, man. But back to dog. He is the Wendy's massacre. Damn. I said the Wendy's massacre. Hold up. That's the McDonald's massacre. Bro is the Wendy's wizard because he had that magical power. He upped it, he produced it, and he let it go. And he caught a body behind it. Now he ain't about to be no general manager or nothing. He is about to be 6 numbers to a state penitentiary. And he gonna take whatever job that they offer him, whatever detail that they slide under his door. That's what he gonna have to take. And him as a general manager, he might have been making $20, $25 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Guess what he about to make now? He about to make 97 cents a day. A day. He about to make $1 a day. That's how it goes in prison. And he about to work that same 8 hours he was doing as a general manager. As a general manager. He about to do that same 8 hours in prison and only make $1 a day. $1. Instead of making what? He might have been making maybe $200, $250 a day. he only gonna be making $1 a day. And in the penitentiary at the same time. You know what I'm saying? All crashed out. And guess what girl gonna do? Like I said earlier, she gonna punch that clock. She gonna make herself the victim, and she gonna fuck Tyrone tonight. You know what I'm saying? How about that? It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.